The Black Maskers made their return to live theater last Friday. For the first time in 18 months, Richard Montgomery's drama club put on a full production of the ghostly comedy Blithe Spirit, but with a couple of COVID twists to ensure student safety.
We pretty much do what we need to, and everyone else just goes about, again, with masks, and I don't know, honestly, not much has changed, because of the pandemic or anything. With the rest of the crews, they're still able, set con, sound, everything. They're still able to meet and, do everything that they need to do, so, which is really great.
Spectators were required to follow MCPS COVID-19 guidelines, such as wearing masks and social distancing throughout the entire performance. Similarly, all members of the cast, crew, and directing team were required to wear a mask during performances and rehearsals. The cast quickly adapted to rehearsing with masks.
I imagine for the cast members, it would be hard during rehearsals in the actual play to make their voices heard through the masks, and the audience can't exactly read their lips, so it would be harder for them to show the emotions of their characters.
We've had to limit our crew capacity as well, so we've had to split the amount of people who can come to each show night and help out, and our cast is obviously smaller, and everything is just, we've had to make masks, incorporate masks into our costumes, things like that. The limited crew capacity obviously isn't super great because it's not as fun, but it is a little bit more convenient just so there's not as many people backstage at once. So we might continue that as well. We'll see.
The extent to which crews changed how they fulfilled their responsibilities depended on what they did. For example, the costumes crew ended up outsourcing some of their costumes.
Since obviously with COVID, we're trying to avoid renting costumes from the people that we used to rent costumes from, and so we've been relying a lot on Rockville Little Theater. The Rockville Little Theater collaboration has been actually very nice, very useful for us. It's just a lot easier than having to coordinate with another outside party. We just make sure that they're comfortable in whatever they're wearing and appropriate for the time period, and also able to move around and act and put on the best show possible.
For the publicity crew, which is tasked with designing the show materials and promoting the show, their banner development process was largely the same.
Thankfully, it hasn't affected us that much. We're still doing pretty much everything that we usually do. Of course, we just wear masks while doing everything, but we can still create our banners. We can still, post on Instagram. It's still easy, to reach out to everyone.
You can purchase tickets for Blithe Spirit through the Black Maskers website or at the door for an additional $1.